Well, good morning, everyone. Today we're going to go through a 30-minute workout. I'm going to try to make it through all of the intermediate level exercises for mat work. No promises. I will keep an eye on the clock and we will just go for within 30 minutes, within a minute or two either side. And we'll stop wherever we stop, and then tomorrow I'll pick up and continue on and probably add in a couple of the advanced level exercises tomorrow. But intermediate level, it's going to give you more than enough of a workout. So enjoy. We start with the hundreds. So on your back. As always, almost all of these exercises I've done in the 10-minute workouts. If you don't know them, please go back and do the 10-minute workouts because there's a lot more teaching in that. This, we're just going to run through it and I'm just going to cue. So no stopping to clarify. Hundreds on your back. Extend your legs up to the ceiling. Nice creased up. Reach your hands. Lower the legs as low as you can maintain an imprinted pelvis. And inhale. In, 2, 3, 4, 5. And in, 2, 4, 5. In, 2, 3, 4, 5. 30. In, 2, 3, 4, 5. 40. In, 2, 3, 4, 5. 50. 3, 4, 5. Make sure you're pulling down from the armpits. 60. 3, 4, 5. Inhale. 2, 3, 4, 5. 70. 2, 3, 4, 5. Lift it up nice and high. 80. 2, 3, 4, 5. In, 2, 3, 4, 5. 90. 2, 3, 4, 5. In, 2, 3, 4, 5. 100. 2, 3, 4, 5. Just reach a little longer. Make sure those abdominals are nice and flat. Bring the knees in, lay the head down, roll it from side to side. Extend your legs out into roll-ups, hands up to the ceiling. Head comes up. Use that exhale. Reaching forward. Inhale, squeezing at the glutes, tucking under the pelvis. Control your descent. Vertebrae by vertebrae lays down. Arms go overhead. Don't let the rib cage pop. Inhale, hands to the ceiling. Head comes up. Use that exhale. Nice long spine here. Make sure your head stays in line with the rest of your spine, that it's not dropping too far down, lifting too far up. Arms overhead. Inhale, hands to the ceiling. Head comes up. Use that exhale. Grab your thighs if you need to. Let go as soon as you can. Arms stay parallel to the floor. Abdominals stay lifted. Inhale. Exhale when it gets hard. The higher up your arms are, the more you're going to be challenging your abdominals. So you can have them a lot lower if you need to. But it's the going down where you are building your strength. And pulling it back. We've got one more to go. If I can count, which generally I can't. And hands to the ceiling. Use that exhale. Rounding forward. And pulling it back. Really take your time coming down. Hands reach around by your hips. I'm just going to move down so I don't hit. Legs up to the ceiling for rollovers. Palms down. Inhale to the ceiling. Exhale, knees over nose. Inhale, legs come up parallel to the floor. Hip width, flex, and articulating down. Neck and shoulders stay relaxed. As little pressure as possible in the hands. Just use what you need to. Inhale to the ceiling. Exhale, knees over nose. Inhale, widen and flex. Exhale, articulating down. Working through that spine. You can challenge yourself if you want. Take your forearms off. Just gives you a little less to push off of. Widen the hip width and flex. And articulating it down. If you've lifted your forearms off, don't go into your neck. Now leave the legs apart, point, into the exhale, knees over nose. Inhale, together and flex. Exhale, articulating down. Vertebrae by vertebrae. The next level of difficulty is arms over the head. Inhale to the ceiling. Exhale, knees over nose. Inhale, back to center, or back together, flex, articulating down. And the most difficult is hands up to the ceiling. Inhale, legs are apart. Oh, that's tougher. Exhale, knees over nose, legs together, flex, and really work at not going, not as much control when the legs, hands are up there. Leave your right leg up to the ceiling. I'll come back down. Hands back by your hips, or if you want to challenge yourself, you can put your hands up to the ceiling. It challenges the core a bit more. And circles at the ankle. 2, 3, 4, 5, and reverse. 2, 3, 4, 5. Take the leg across the body, down by the other foot. Open up only as wide as you took it across, and back up. Exhale into the effort. Make sure the hip bones are staying perfectly still. Okay, no wiggle in the hips. Again, think of having those popsicle sticks between your ribs and your hips. And if you shimmy, they will pop out. Don't let them pop out. And 5. And reverse the direction, out. Really working through the abdominals, even the glutes. Shoulder blades are nice and steady. And 5. Good. Bring that leg in. Switch legs. Up to the ceiling, circles at the ankle. 2, 3, 4, 5, and reverse. 2, 3, 4, 5. Take the legs across the body, down by the other foot, opening it up. This side is not as stable for me. Take it across. Really reaching your shoulders down to the mat. It helps to stabilize. And across. I believe this is 5. Like I said, I can't count to save my life. And open. Pulling it across. Making sure those hips stay nice and steady, so I'm only pulling across as much as I can keep that hip down. And pulling it across, it still is a really nice stretch through the IT band area. And bring that leg in. Use your knee to come up to sitting for rolling like a ball. Hands by the, yes I do. I'm going to move forward. Nice curved spine. Take it back, find that balance, and bring it back up. And take it back. Oh, let me get into my squeaky mat here. It's the two different parts. Make sure that your head is not touching. The stopping point is up on your shoulder blades. And 2 more. That one wasn't too good. Alright. Lightly touching your right knee. Extend the left leg on a 45, no lower, and switch. Inhale for 2. Exhale for 2. Inhale for 2. Exhale. Inhale, inhale, exhale, exhale. Remember, you're not grabbing the leg, you're just touching it. Your torso is not shifting at all. And exhale, exhale. Bring both knees in. Exhale, the legs on a 45, hands up to the ceiling, abdominals flat. Inhale, bring it in. Exhale it out. Inhale it in. You want to exhale when you go out because you need that transverse abdominis support to protect your lower back as your legs extend. We have 3 more. And last one. Both legs up to the ceiling. Grab behind a calf or a thigh, just not the knee joint. Let the other leg go down and switch. Again, just a light touch. I'm not grabbing the leg so that my abdominals stay turned on. You can inhale for 2 movements, or you can just exhale each time the leg goes down. That's what I tend to do. Just seems to be easier. And 2 more. And last one. Both legs to the ceiling, cross at the ankles. Hands finally get to go behind your head. Make sure you stay creased up, elbows stay wide. I'm gonna just not use this hand, just so that you can see. Knees are about this far apart. Hand in front of the knee. Take the knee away, just 2 inches, and bring it back. Neutral pelvis here. You don't need to be tucked in. It's a very small movement. And take it away. And away. This is so ridiculously hard on the abdominals. If you're doing it right. Make sure you're in neutral pelvis. Make sure your knees start over your hips and that they move away. And that your legs are just weights, basically. You're not increasing or decreasing the bend at the knee at all. And last one. Bring the right knee in, lift the chest to the knee, and switch. And switch. I'm not reaching the elbow. I'm reaching the chest. Try to keep your heels on the same track so that they're not lifting or dropping. They're just pushing out and pushing in. And pushing out and pushing in. Out, out. We'll do 2 more each side because, surprise, I lost count again. Good. Bring the knees in. Come on up to sitting. Legs extended forward. Feet flexed. Hip width apart. Hands forward. You can go up against a wall to do this if you want, but try to imagine yourself against a wall. Inhale, nod the head, use that exhale, vertebrae by vertebrae, just to the mid-back. Okay? Long neck in this position. Inhale, stacking it back up. Exhale, same thing. Movement starts at the top of the head, and you are articulating vertebrae by vertebrae off that imaginary wall. And then inhale, stacking it back up that imaginary wall. Again, exhale. Take it down to that mid-back. Now stop here. Take an inhale into the ribcage. And exhale, hinge forward, stretching out those hamstrings, keeping the arms parallel to the floor. Inhale, stacking it back up. Pelvis comes first, and then vertebrae by vertebrae against that imaginary wall. Exhale, take it down. Inhale here. Exhale. Reach long. Inhale, pull it back. My hamstrings are tight. And last one. Exhale. Stop here. Inhale. Exhale, hinge it forward. And bring it back. And stacking it up. Draw your legs in. Bent or straight. Take your poison, pick your poison. Chest lifted. Tucking under at the pelvis. Roll it back, find that balance on your shoulder blades. Bring it back up, lift the chest, find your balance. And tucking it under. You can do this with legs apart. You can do it with legs together. It's a little harder. You can have your hands on the front or the back. Just whatever it is, make sure you're not grabbing at the knee joint. And make sure that you don't have a death grip on your legs. Okay, now lower yourself down. This is one we did not cover, but I think we can do it. Take your legs in just a little bit of a circle. And you're going to come up into a rollover. Bring them back to center. Shift them to the side. And roll down just barely one side of your spine. Circle them around the other way. Come up. Shift the legs. So my hips are still coming down even. My spine is still coming down in a straight line. I am just weighted from one side to the other. A little tougher not to go into the neck in this one. I just felt myself doing that, so really be careful that you're not doing that. Good. Bring the knees in. Oh. Come on up to sitting. Then we're going to spin around onto our stomachs. No, Actually, let's do saw first. Ooh, am I gonna fit? I do not. Oh, I do not have flexibility in this direction. Ha, okay. Legs as wide as you're comfortable having them, but you wanna have them wide enough, as wide as you can, okay? Sitting up nice and tall, arms reaching out to the side. I want you to keep your nose with the center of your chest. Take a nice inhale and exhale, just rotate. The rotation is coming 3 exhales and back to center. The rotation is coming. You know what? I am cueing the wrong exercise. Let's try that again. You're gonna rotate. I was right about that. Now, I want you to articulate down, and you can reach that hand forward and saw off your baby toe. And then stack it back up and come here. I was just combining saw and spine twist. And bring it back up. And rotate, articulating over from the head. And this arm just increases the stretch along your opposite side. Make sure that opposite hip stays absolutely anchored, so no lifting. Okay. One more other side. Get taller as you lift. And last one. Get tall. Good. Now we're going to spin around onto our stomachs. Hands under your shoulders. Legs are hip width apart, slightly turned out. Pelvis is tucked under, okay? No arching into the back here. Abdominals are lifting up off the mat. Do not push them down into the mat. Nose to the mat. On your inhale, pretend you have a marble in front of your nose and roll that marble away with your nose. So we're starting articulation at the top of the spine. Continue to articulate up only as far as you can without having any pressure in your hands and your abdominals still lifted. Inhale here and exhale, reaching long, long spine, come down. And again, inhale, roll that marble away with your nose. Use that exhale to come up that last little bit. Inhale here, exhale, lay it down. Now, if you have the mobility in your lower spine, try to go a little higher this time. Inhale, roll that marble away with your nose. I should have put my hair in a ponytail. When I get up to the point where I can't get up any higher without pushing into the hands, lift the abdominals first, exhale, pushing into the palms of your hands, shoulder blades stay down, no hunching. Inhale here, exhale. It's like somebody's got me by the ears and they're pulling me away as I come down. Okay. And one more time. Inhale, roll that marble away with your nose, articulating through that thoracic spine, and then exhale, stretching out those abdominals. Glutes are tight, tailbone is tucked, and reaching it down, nice and long. Okay, up onto your elbows, still tucked under, legs are now together. Bring your left leg in to your glute as far as you can, release it a bit, flex the foot, bring it in, release, and bring it in. Abdominals are lifted in this position, right leg, point, flex, point, release. Shoulder blades are pushing down my back, point, release. My pubic bone is on the mat, my hip bones are off, abdominals are lifted, neck is long. This is just a really nice stretch for the hip flexors, quads. And one more either side because I'm enjoying it. 2, 3, and last one. Point, flex, lift those abdominals, and reach it down. Cheek on the mat, stack your hands up your back as high as you can, let the elbows fall to the side, legs are still together, abdominals lifted, both heels into your bum 3 times. 1, 2, 3. Exhale, squeezing the hands behind you, squeeze your shoulder blades together, lift your thighs off the mat, and lay the other cheek down. And 3, 2, 1. Use that exhale. Abdominals lifted here, do not push down into the mat, lift up. 1, 2, 3, and reach it, legs extend up and away, squeeze the shoulder blades. And last one, 1, 2, 3, and reach it back, and squeeze. Push yourself back into child's pose, shell stretch. Knees a little wide, let your stomach hang between, and push with your palms of your hands to get your bum as close to your heels as you can, and just enjoy that stretch. Okay. Gonna go into neck pull. Actually, no, we're gonna skip that one. Let's do scissors and bicycle. We just did that yesterday. So on your back, legs up to the ceiling, knees over nose, hands behind your hips. Lift the legs up as high as you can, as close to the ceiling as you can, without going onto your neck. There, I'm on my neck. Okay, I don't want to be on my neck. Okay, extend one leg away only as far as you can. Okay, and switch. The other leg simply counterbalances. And switch. Relaxing through the neck and shoulders. Concentration in this is keeping the abdominals tight and opening up at that hip joint. This is not a hamstring exercise, this is a quad exercise. Okay. And moving into bicycle, same as before. Then let that leg bend, bring it back over the leg, over the head, and stretching it out. So now you're going to let the legs separate out a bit more, but make sure that you push that leg as far as you can before you bend it. One more other leg. Bit more weight in my hands when I'm doing this. Okay, now we're going to reverse. Bend and push. I'm going to reach that as far away as I can before straightening it. And bend and reach it away. And bend and reach it away. Bend. And knees are clicking and clacking away. And bend. Reach away. And bend. And reach it away. Both legs up to the ceiling. Drop them down parallel to the floor. Place your hands back down on the floor. And articulating your spine, vertebrae by vertebrae, down. Bend your legs. Put your heels really close to your bum. Okay. Legs or knees are together. Starting at your pubic bone, you're going to articulate your spine up off the mat. So tucking under the pelvis, squeeze the glutes, vertebrae by vertebrae, lifting up into a nice lifted position. Oh man, I'm still feeling this from yesterday. Knees, hips, ribs, all in a straight line. Inhale here. Exhale, creasing at the bra line, dropping your chest down first, keeping your hips up as high as you can for as long as you can, enjoying that stretch in the quads. When the bum finally touches, release the glutes and hamstrings, take your spine all the way back into neutral pelvis. And again, inhale, pelvis tucks under, squeeze the glutes, articulating up, nice lifted position here, everything in line, no extension through the spine. Dropping at the bra line, dropping the ribs, keeping the hips up as high as you can for as long as you can. And then once the bum touches, reaching the tailbone down into neutral pelvis. We'll do leg kicks this time. Articulating up, vertebrae by vertebrae. Again, up into that nice position. Right leg, bend in, point up at the ceiling. Reach that leg away as far as you can without dropping the hip. Flex and bring it up. Point, reach it away. Flex, bring it up. Point, reach it away. Flex, up. Point, reach it away. Flex, up. And point, reach it away. Flex, up. Fold that leg, put it underneath. Lift your hips if you need to. Other leg bends in, up to the ceiling. Reach it away. Flex, up. Point, reach it away. Flex, up. Point, reach it away. Flex, up. And point, reach it away. Flex, up. Fold that leg, put it underneath you. Dropping at the bra line. Articulate your vertebrae down, one at a time. Keeping the hips up as high as you can for as long as you can. And moving all the way into neutral pelvis. All right, move into our teaser prep series. So take the legs a little further away, squeeze them together, hands up to the ceiling, connect the ribs and the hips. Inhale, take the arms overhead without letting those ribs pop. Circle them wide to a T. Head comes up. Use your exhale into that lean back position where you would be if your legs were floating. Inhale, lift your arms to add the weight. Exhale, tucking under the pelvis, floating the hands down by the thighs, controlling your descent. Make sure you come down nice and straight. Head touches, arms back up to the ceiling. Inhale, hands overhead. Circle wide to a T, head comes up, use that exhale. Inhale, add weight. Exhale, tucking under the pelvis, floating the hands down by the thighs, controlling your descent, keeping those abdominals firing. One more in this way, arms overhead, circle wide to a T, head comes up, use that exhale. Inhale, add weight. Exhale, tucking under the pelvis, making sure you're not twisting with the ribs or the shoulders. Now, keep the knees together, extend the right leg. Same thing. Inhale, arms overhead, circle wide to a T, head comes up, keep those knees, thighs glued together. Inhale, add weight. Exhale, floating the hands down by the thighs, controlling that descent. Harder not to twist. We'll do one more on this side. Inhale, arms overhead, circle wide to a T, head comes up, use that exhale. Inhale, add weight. Exhale, tucking under the pelvis, don't twist. Bit more of a challenge on the obliques to keep from twisting. Switch legs. Thighs are still glued together. Arms overhead, circle wide to a T, head comes up, use that exhale. Inhale, add weight. Exhale, tucking into the pelvis, floating the hands down by the sides. Head touches, hands back up to the ceiling. And last one like this, arms overhead, circle wide to a T, head comes up. Use that exhale. Inhale, add weight. Exhale, floating the hands down, vertebrae by vertebrae. Now, both legs down, and they're both going to float up. Okay. Hands up to the ceiling, arms overhead, circle wide. Your thighs do not move in space here. They should stay perfectly still. Hold. Inhale, add weight. Exhale, bending the legs, floating the hands down by the thighs. Feet touch before the head touches. Hands up to the ceiling. We'll do two more like that. Inhale, arms overhead. Use your exhale when it gets hard. Inhale, add weight. Bending the legs, tucking under the pelvis. Control your descent. And last one. Inhale, arms overhead. Circle wide to a T. Head comes up. Use that exhale. Inhale, add the weight. And exhale, bending the legs, floating the hands down. And that is where we'll stop today. Tomorrow we will add in, if I can do it, side kick kneeling, boomerang, control balance, probably a couple of quasi push-ups, and we'll finish it off. So probably about another 20 minutes and we'll have a full workout. So I hope you have a great day. Feel free to do that one again if it wasn't enough for you. And we'll see you tomorrow.